Well, Mr. West, we got a new leak from Arcade1up. This time it's a new release. It's not a rehash. Like Golden Tea, does this excite you?
No, no more, Phil.
Okay, maybe the Milk Bone excites you more than a re-release from, or a new release from Arcade1up. Actually, it's on Walmart. Now, it does take a lot to impress Mr. West, Mr. Fox. He wants new releases. He just doesn't want to put all his eggs in his Easter basket. Actually, we're about a week off from Easter as we're recording this video. Big changes coming to Target. I want to get into first before we talk about the leak, and it's exciting because could it be the long and overdue 80s cab we've been waiting for? Welcome to this week's Walk and Talk as recording this Sunday, March 24th, 2024. We might have just seen that 80s leak cab, the one that was rumored to have, a delay. Might be coming, guys. We'll talk about that in just a second. I want to get into some big changes coming to Target, some good, some bad. More Arcade1up selling out at Best Buy, and we have Kohls cash to spend. So for the past year, we've been talking about saving 1% on your circle, building up those points to put towards big purchases at Target. Unfortunately, this is coming to an end soon. If you do have the red card, you still get the 2%, but you have to use it on that very purchase. So purchasing a game for $59.99, take the 2% off. It's not something that we can build and come back and put towards, like a Nintendo gift card, a Switch, an Arcade1up, anything, unless we do those incentives where you make 4 qualifying purchases and you can build up points that way, but they only last a year, which they have lasted a year. It's just that if you keep shopping at Target, it can keep building, and it just keeps going a year from that last purchase. So it does change things. You still get that 5% coupon for your birthday. We just can't build up the 1%, 2% anymore. Now, when I was shopping earlier this morning, I did come across the Thundertank. Taking a chance not picking it up about an hour and a half ago. I know a guy that would absolutely love this Thundertank. I can't pass on it. I should have just picked it up when I was here, but I wanted to get it in the walk and talk. And Nostalgia Power, I did see a Batmobile. I know we're kind of getting a lot of the same old Batmobiles, but the next Nostalgia Power Saturday morning is season 1 finale, and I want to make it good with the Batmobile. We kind of had a run with these. I'm going to pick this up too. It's the only Batmobile remaining and the only Thundertank they have, so talk about nostalgia. Yeah, so this is coming to an end. Actually, we have 1 week, so the Monday after Easter, you can keep building. So if you're seeing this, get to Target, make some purchases, because this is one of the last times I'll be adding to my circle balance. Special shout out to Steve V's Man Cave for throwing out this leak of the potential track and field. We are revisiting this one because Walmart shows a stool in stock. Well, out of stock, but it was once a stool. Could it be back in stock again? There's no other Arcade1ups that they just made a stool for, unless there's a cabinet coming. Now, we probably don't see a riser like that, but that 80s cabinet, the delay, the special controls, is it really track and field? Just look at the excitement here. GCA, Gotham City Arcade, sharing his post also. This could be big, guys. Like, we want new releases. I know a lot of people probably aren't familiar with track and field, but this is a special cabinet, and the community would be so stoked about something like this. So I went on to Walmart myself, and it does show up out of stock, but we're seeing right here, track and field, adjustable stool, Arcade1up, priced at $99.99, showing out of stock right now. But could this mean something? Could this actually be a leak for a track and field Arcade1up? We'll get more into track and field. The special wristbands required. All right, we got our wristbands required, the Garcade. Now we can get past this. I was actually kind of past it, but yeah, Arcade on a Sunday, late morning, just opened. Already some people here. And there's one cabinet we came to talk about. This gentleman's playing track and field right now. So the possibilities of getting this track and field. A couple of things that stand out with this on the whole setback, the delay from Arcade1up. They promised us an 80s cabinet and it was never released. So anything Arcade1up we saw in the past wasn't going to be this cabinet. Track and field fits that description. The fact of what was the delay, it was the interesting control deck. Not only there's no joysticks, it's all buttons, but being able to completely go at this, maybe the brackets, you know, the cheapest way for them to give us this, putting a lot of pressure on that control deck could have been another reason for the delay. Now, are retailers familiar with this cabinet? That's a good question. I mean, that's the only thing we have going against us. Because getting a cabinet like this, we just picture the light up coin doors in a deluxe form factor. I mean, this is basically what we would be seeing if they gave us a track and field. The slanted monitor, similar to the Class 81 Pac-Man, Galaga, Ms. Pac-Man. This could be possible, guys. This would be exciting news if this was a new release in a deluxe form factor. I know we want XLs, but I think Arcade1up is on a deluxe kick right now. And quite frankly, I'd take anything at this point, but yeah, it would look identical to this. Oh yes, NBA Jam loud over there. Something about track and field on placing with other special arcades, I'm going to state. I think it fits that mold. And the thing is that, you know, this isn't going to appeal to everybody. You know, like Defender's not going to appeal to everyone. But there's so many people passionate about this hobby that I think a lot of people would be excited for something like track and field. And I like how the coin doors are lit up on here. You know, we're looking at these other ones. Some of them are lit up. But this, you know, I rumored something on Michael B's stream that, you know, could we see more Vault editions, special editions coming from Arcade1up? We got 4 last year. Part of that 11 deluxe cabinets, 4 were, you know, the Vault edition with the light up coin doors. It's not something we see in every deluxe. But could this be considered something special from the Vault? Once we see the next deluxe, whether it's X-Men 97, depending on when Golden Tee Deluxe comes out, I'm really interested to see the back of the instruction manual, or owner's manual, on what other cabinets. That's how we got the leak of Fast and Furious last year. Really hoping somebody shows that, because we might see something like track and field on the back side. It would look great next to a Galaga Deluxe, next to your Star Wars. Just a special, it's a special look, isn't it? And Tron, a cabinet that I am on the hunt for. You put track and field and Star Wars, Tron next to each other, Dragon Slayer. What a classic look that would be in your arcade. 2 people have came up to track and field in the 5 minutes we've been here. We walked in, someone was on there, went around the corner, came back, another gentleman is on there. That doesn't tell you something. I think a lot of people would be interested. Oh no, the Punisher died. With that Kohls cash, I am tempted to get another Arcade1up pinball. Attack from Mars is a lot cheaper than what Star Wars would cost. But with that topper, if you saw Jester Tester's review of the new Sabos Arcades topper, it makes me want to get the Star Wars just because that topper, I mean, the games are fun too, but that topper is incredible looking. Gosh, it's over $700. It's expensive, even with the Kohls cash. You know, it's hard to buy multiple cabinets back to back like that, but it's kind of interesting to have Star Wars and Attack from Mars right next to each other. getting some Tom Selleck Magnum PI vibe right here. Now, unfortunately, Star Trek The Next Generation, out of order. Check back with us tomorrow. If you did pre-order the Star Trek, I'm not sure how many people pre-ordered, but you do get that updated art on the sides, on the top. You know, the Enterprise does have that cutout now. Man, it's exciting, you know, knowing your ALP 4K is on its way. It's hard to pass on one of these right now. They're just so darn expensive, guys. But I can see, you know, the passion for Star Trek. It's too bad this isn't working. Yeah, if you ordered Peanuts or Star Trek, you should have it within the next week or two. There is a deal going on, Shop Hippo, on the Dig Dug Arcade1up cabinet. My opinion, it's tempting. The only thing you really got to do with this cabinet is change out that marquee. From what I've seen on reviews, it does look a little washed out. But Dig Dug, another special 80s cabinet, on a great deal right now. And that's the whole thing about deal hunting, is coming across some of these while we're waiting for new releases. Because guys, it is kind of tempting. It's the cheapest out of anybody right now, down from $4.99 to $2.99. Amazon is selling it for, I believe, $3.49, 300 bucks. I mean, look at this cabinet. It is so close to the real thing. But guys, the enthusiasm for track and field, I'm telling you, I think this would sell. I think it's a good idea to get from Arcade1up 80s classics. And my favorite game for the Golden Tee XL is World Class Bowling. Actually, the first time that I've actually seen this arcade. Now, this is a good game. I can't believe the amount of people in here. I mean, just look at all the enthusiasm going on at the arcade on a Sunday, early afternoon, probably just after 12 o'clock. A ton of people here like this. Guys, this does sell. Like any of these cabinets, like I think there's enough people that are familiar with a lot of these titles and bringing us a rumored 80s cab like track and field. I really think this sells. Anyone actually get Street Fighter 2 Big Blue from Best Buy for $119.99? Look at that, sale from $480. Like, that is crazy. So it was Attack from Mars originally. Now Big Blue. I feel there was another cabinet. And actually there's a part of me that thinks this happened twice with Big Blue. Let me know if I'm wrong, like correct me, but yeah, Big Blue, $119.99. Did somebody really buy this? Okay, we have some Kohls cash to use up that we got for purchasing Dragon's Lair. And like I said, it's hard not to put this towards another Arcade1up. They are offering more Kohls cash through, I want to say, March 30th, and you have beginning of April to spend at $10 for every 50 spent. And check out these retro shoes. Are these the Jordan 1s? Like, some interesting art. Wall art $9.99 to $109.99. This one's priced $49.99. Yeah, that's a cool look. As tempting as this one is, I mean, you know, we can just use a regular pizza cutter, or we can chop it, like with an axe. It's tempting, especially, what is that, $10? I gotta use that Kohls cash for more productive stuff. I'm gonna get in trouble in areas over here. I mean, what is this? Whatever it is, $14.99. Like, yeah, there's some deals over here. I gotta get over to the men's clothing. This is tempting. Batman 66 for 35 bucks. Okay, well, I picked up a couple of shirts and a belt. Didn't use all the Kohls cash. I still have $18 left, and I do have about a week to use that up. And then at the start of April, I get that balance for you know, when we get the 7.5%, because I bought Dragon's Lair, that gets totaled to what I had. So $40 coming the beginning of April. So to come back, use up the 18, and then come back in April and take advantage of the other 40. It's too bad there was the graphic tees was 2 for $25. I can never find a second. So yeah, just a couple of things from the Dragon's Lair purchase. Nothing wrong with getting some stuff with the Kohls cash that's not, you know, arcade related. Like, I wanted to use it for that, but at least I got some other stuff. So you can always pick up, you know, that pizza cutter was tempting. So I don't know how Kelly would have felt about that one. And what's a walk and talk without getting some burgers? I just love these spatula door handles at Burger King. It was all desserts last week. Again, it's a double Whopper again. You know, the crispy chicken sandwiches are great here. But yeah, I think I gotta go big. All right, a double Whopper meal, no cheese, $13.89. Haven't had a lot of caffeine today. We did get a coffee when we went grocery shopping earlier. No ice, really. Guess we're not getting ice today. I think I'm gonna have to go. Usually go for the Dr. Pepper. Gonna get the Mellow Yellow today. Just need that the extra boost. I usually have a lot more ice in here. Plenty of ketchup. Our Burger King double Whopper, medium fry, Mellow Yellow with hardly any ice. It is like 90 degrees in this corner, but I'll tell you what, it's cool outside. It's cold for being spring. The heat feels good, but I'm gonna have to eat fast because, you know, if I had a coffee in me, I'd be sweating right now. Okay, this is the best part. We have the medium fry here, the double Whopper, no cheese, and check out the bottom of the bag. Like, there's an abundance of fries. It reminds me of Five Guys, which I almost went to Five Guys today. It's just, you know, when you're thinking BK, not British Knights, but Burger King, kind of MC Hammer reference there. You gotta get the Whopper, you know. This is where I wanted to go. Mellow Yellow, no ice. It is, guys, it's really warmer in this corner. Got a couple behind me arguing about a shirt the gentleman never wears. Kind of getting enthused. When I get a tomato like this, I won't eat it. It's gotta be the expectations we have, no pickles, when we eat out. But yeah, if there's a hole in the tomato, no bueno. I had 2 Whoppers, double Whopper. 2 patties. 2 patties. Double Whopper, no cheese. Besides the tomato issue, it's good. I'm not regretting coming here, but expect good tomatoes. I worked at Hardee's for 4 years. I would never put a tomato like that in there. I'm used to the tomato thing. You know, I've just been accustomed to that, eating out so much. But the no ice thing, I swear, guys, like ever since COVID, it has been like an ice issue. Man, like 3 out of 10 times every time we go to like a fast food, like there's always something going on with the ice machine. As hot as it was in there, kind of refreshing standing out here like in the 30s. But yeah, I would have enjoyed ice in that soda. Let me know what you think about track and field. Is it possible? Could this really be our 80s cabinet? Postponed 80s cabinet that they ran into, you know, issues with the controls. Kind of makes sense. We talked about it before. We're talking about it again. I want to thank everybody for watching. I'll see you guys next time. Okay, so this couple just got out of their cars. They were watching me do the outro, and I didn't even notice till I came in my car. I sat down and I saw them just both staring at me. You know, the things people see nowadays, eh? Guys coming out of Burger King, talking to themselves on a camera. I hope they know there's no ice.
How can I help you?
Hi, can I get a plain hamburger?
Okay.
That's it.
Go for it, thank you.
Looks like McDonald's is open really late now. Look at this. Open till midnight. Every day of the week. Alright, 1 plain McDonald's hamburger. Come on, West, I got you a McDonald's burger patty. A plain burger. You might like the case I made for track and field. Come on, West. I felt guilty not getting Wes some Burger King. He never eats his food, so you're being sassy. We're gonna put this burger in your food dish, so